I'd like to start by acknowledging the Gumbaynggirr people, who are the traditional custodians of the land which I present from, as well as the people of the Eora Nation, including the Gadigal, Wangal and Camaragal clans, whose land gives host to our proposals. The live contextual brief which we were given made me hurt. There was a lot of painful words in there, but it was also a lot of optimism imbued within it. I tried to understand how this could be shaped into not just an architecture, but also an event. I was really drawn to the idea of protesting because I'm not really telling them what to do. I'm more so suggesting a place that facilitates an event which the people who attend the event decide on the outcome of. So I'll start with the event, which is a continuation of the existing bridge walk and will return every year. My proposal, as I said, does not dictate the topic for the event. It facilitates a place to make it possible by providing a space and the resources to create an architecture of protest. To get to this point, I explored some of the feelings that were imbued within the Uluru Statement and try to understand how they could be reproduced in a tangible manner. It was the exploration of all of them that really helped to shape my understanding of the brief and my overall response. When analysing the site, a couple of things stood out to me, such as the existing amenities and the fence that goes around the observatory. And I also looked at high use, medium use, low use areas, views from the highway leading to the harbour bridge, the pedestrian path of people visiting the site, and understood the areas which are already covered by trees. In response to this analysis, I gave myself a brief which comprised of 3 key criteria. Much like a protest, the site has artefacts from different backgrounds, from different periods of life. My proposal suggests to unify those in various ways to reflect the future program of the site. The first of which is the Boer War Memorial, which is surrounded by very harsh, unconsiderate concrete, and I propose to add some garden beds and steps to create a better place for people to relax. Next is the Rotunda, which is sitting quite high at the moment and isn't really accessible to everybody, so lowering it so that anybody can access it. The third, there's a few nice stone fences, but there's also unconsidered timber ones. The idea would be to remove those and replace them with new stone fences that serve as a fence, but also viewpoints and seating opportunities too. The construction of a landmark on the eastern area of the site has got a dramatic form which is derived from the exploratory study of harmony. For those passing by on the freeway, it will generate a sense of curiosity, and I hope it will give them a desire to find out more about the site and come to it. The relatively flat and clear areas nearby serve as ideal earthscapes for the preparation of protest materials. I thought it would be better to use a lawn rather than by specifying tables, because I didn't really want to dictate the size or output of any of those protest materials. It's more of an outdoor living structure rather than a typical building. And on a pedestrian level, it's a hub containing amenities for food preparation, which can be accessed by anybody at any time of the day as they wish, including on the day of the protest. I thought that it was important to provide such a space because it really builds upon the existing program as a picnic and viewpoint. It will serve as a meeting place for the annual bridge walk as well. After the bridge walk, the banners are to be repurposed and can be used for picnic mats or stored to be used for other events. I'm going to explain how that works here. Finally, we have the library and amenities block, which uses the southwestern corner of the site near the Agar Steps. In terms of the amenities, it provides not only toilets but also showers and washing facilities to give everybody a reason to come to the site and feel welcome. Being somewhat homeless myself, I understand the difference that having these kind of facilities has in making you feel like you're free to come or excluded from a site. Resting on these pillars of central human function is a library of sorts, which, it doesn't only serve as a critical aspect of a form derived from community, which is the interlocking blocks which rely on each other to stand up, but it's also a place where people can access the banners at any time and any day of the year. Whether they use them as a picnic mat or they take them to another protest, the choice is up to them. And naturally, some items will not be returned, and that's fine because this is not a formal traditional library under guard by rules and regulations, but it is rather a living library that will change and adapt according to what is relevant to that point in time as the users of the site shape their own history with their protests.